Alright, how is everyone doing today? Welcome back to another video. And today what I have for everyone is another review of another inexpensive pair of Bluetooth headphones. In particular, what I have for everyone here today is my full review of the Roelao or Ralyin V8 truly wireless Bluetooth headphones. I've been using these headphones for a good amount of time, and I feel like I've gathered up all my thoughts and opinions on them, and that's what I'm going to share with everyone today in today's review. And I gotta tell y'all right off the jump, this is not a good one. But we've been putting out the coverage. We have to wrap up the coverage. It's about that time. So hopefully by the end of this video, you guys and gals know if these headphones are worth picking up. Let's dive straight in. Starting off here, let's talk about the overall build quality and design. Now, build quality wise, this is built 95% out of plastic. And in particular, you have your texturized plastics, you have your texturized air cup plastics, then you got your glossy plastics. It's all plastic. And then you have your painted aluminum plastic in here. Right? It's all plastic, y'all. 95% of this is a plastic construction. And I gotta tell y'all, it's a very cheap plastic construction at that. But that does have the added benefit of making these headphones very lightweight and comfortable for extended listening sessions. But in terms of the overall build quality, these are cheap headphones and they feel cheap and plasticky. You definitely know that these are cheap headphones. And in all honesty, using them for day-to-day usage, these are another pair of headphones I feel like they may break at any moment. So the overall build quality on these is just okay to good at best. I'm leaning more towards okay. The build quality on these definitely needs some improvements. Now, jumping over to the overall design, I'm not a big fan of this design. Now, these headphones have the swiveling ear cups and they fold, right? I'm not a big fan of either one of those functions because, one, you got a breakage point in the folding area, right? Right there. And you got a breakage point in the swiveling area, right there. So if you potentially drop these headphones and it lands just right, it can break in any one of those two spots, right? That's why I'm not a big fan of that swiveling and folding design. I would have preferred for it to be all one piece. But I can understand the convenience and utility of having headphones like this, because when you fold it up and you need to take it somewhere, when it's folded, that means that you can easily drop this into a backpack or a purse, all right? Or you can get a really nice carrying bag and drop it in there, and then you know these headphones are protected and you could take them with you, and then when you get where you're going, you can pop them open and be ready to use them. Alright, so I can understand the convenience and utilitarianness of it, but I'm not a big fan of it. Other than that, when we talk about the design, I am a big fan of this. These headphones incorporate physical clicky buttons, and the buttons on these headphones have a nice tactile engravement on them, so you know which button is which. So I know from touch that this is the play pause button, this is volume down, this is volume up. All of the buttons on here have a nice indentated groove on it so you can tell what it is. Power button, volume buttons, play pause button. I'm a big fan of that, and all of these buttons have a nice physical and clicky tactile feedback. So if there was any one part of the design that I do like that they included physical clicky buttons on these headphones. Other than that, all the other design aspects of these headphones I am not a fan of. So as a result, I would say the design of these headphones is just good at best. Alright? So talking about the overall build quality and design on the whole for these headphones is just okay across the board. So the build quality and design on these definitely needs some improvements in my opinion. Alright? Let's move on now. Let's dive into some more important categories. Let's go. Up next now, let's talk about the core features of these headphones or lack thereof. Alright? And this was another category where I was super excited because on paper, these actually have some really solid core features. But in actuality and putting those features to use, this is another area where these headphones fell short in my opinion. But let's run them down. So, talking about the core features. Core feature number 1. These headphones have the latest and greatest Bluetooth 5.3 on board, but they have a standard range of 10 meters or 33 feet. And I gotta say, in terms of the Bluetooth, that was an area where these headphones did a top-notch job. Right? So that's core feature number 1. Core feature number 2, these headphones were supposed to have built-in EQ modes, like an active noise cancellation mode, a transparency mode, and a bass boosted mode, but the EQ on these headphones doesn't actually work. Yeah, no, I couldn't get it to work at all. So I was disappointed by that, but that's core feature number 2. Core feature number 3, these headphones do incorporate a 3.5mm headphone jack, and it does work without the headphones needing to be powered on. So that was another super solid core feature right there. When there were instances where the Bluetooth was kind of crowded or I was getting a lot of disconnects, I just had to plug up the 3.5mm headphone jack and we were good to go. Now, in all honesty, aside from testing with the particular devices that I have that still have 3.5mm headphone jacks, aside from testing purposes, just to verify that it works, right? Like my S7 Active here or one of my S10Es, just to verify that it works properly, I didn't actually use that function. All of my daily driver devices do not have 3.5mm headphone jacks, okay? So primarily, when I was using these pair of headphones on the day-to-day, I'm using it primarily using Bluetooth, right? But the 3.5mm headphone jack is another core feature, and I'm very happy to see that they included it on these headphones, right? So that is a really good core feature there. So that's core feature number 3. Core feature number 4, these headphones do have built-in microphones, but in all honesty, and we're going to expand on it a little bit later on in the video, the microphones on these headphones do need some improvements. Okay? Core feature number 5, and this was the big one. This had me excited, right? These headphones are supposed to be able to give you the ability to dual pair 2 devices. So with this one pair of headphones, I'm supposed to be able to pair up 2 devices to these headphones and use the headphones simultaneously across both of these devices. But unfortunately, this is another pair of headphones where that feature did not work. I followed all the steps in the user manual that was provided. Didn't work. I even looked online to make sure I was doing the steps right. Followed all the online steps. Didn't work. I could not get these pair of headphones to connect up to 2 devices to use simultaneously in my time with the headphones. So yet another feature that I was super excited to see that I couldn't get working in actual day-to-day usage. Okay? So on paper, these headphones sound like they would have a super solid core feature set, but in all actuality, the core features for these headphones do need a lot of work. And that goes over all the core features that were supposedly built into these headphones. Okay? And you can hear and you can see, I'm sure, my disappointment already. Alright? And it gets worse. It gets a lot worse. But let's keep it moving now. Let's now talk about the overall sound quality, the volume, and the bass on these headphones. And this was another area where these headphones fell completely flat. Alright? Now, let me just preface this, right? Like I did in my Fit and Sound demo, I am not an audio professional. I do not work in the professional audio industry. I'm just a tech head and a lover of all things bass, alright? I like that bass that's gritty. I like it to be punchy. I like it when I can feel it, and I like it when it hits, okay? But that being said, I do have very good ears, and my ears are very, very sensitive, okay? And with that in mind, the sound quality of these headphones definitely needs some improvements, alright? Whether I was listening to or using these headphones at max volume or lower volumes, I did notice a lot of distortion, a lot of poppiness, a lot of crackling, regardless of whatever I was doing. It was even more noticeable when taking phone calls. But videos, movies, music, TV shows, I just couldn't get away from it. Lower volumes, higher volume, max volume, minimum volume, it's always there. So the overall sound quality of these headphones, in my opinion, definitely needs some improvements. I can't even call it okay. It hurts. It hurts, okay? Jumping over to the volume of these headphones, this was another area. I was like, damn. The volume on these headphones also needs some improvements. At max volume, I can still hear my surroundings. What? I'm trying to drown out my surroundings and fully immerse myself in my favorite TV shows or my favorite playlists, and I can still hear my surroundings? No. The volume on these headphones definitely needs some improvements. I would say it's okay at best, but it definitely needs some improvements. And then, last but certainly not least, there's the bass of these headphones. Which, in terms of the bass, is pretty much non-existent, y'all. It's pretty much super duper soft, right? Super duper soft, right? Like pillow soft, okay? And I tested a variety of different genres of music, and no bass coming out of these. And that was disappointing because these were advertised as having 40mm drivers that was supposed to deliver dynamic, crisp, punchy sound. And then they fell flat. Super duper soft. No punch. So I was like, oh man, I don't like where this is going. But, and it gets even worse. Alright, but let's continue on with the review. Let's go. Alright, so we covered the sound quality, the volume, and the bass. Now let's dive into the mic quality or the overall microphone performance. And this was another area where these headphones did not deliver. Okay? And in particular, I had to take a lot of important phone calls this week, trying to iron out, daily life stuff. And for some strange reason, the mics on these were just, like, on my end, I don't know how callers felt on their end, but on my end, it was like it was cutting in and out, right? And it did that for almost every phone call. video call or otherwise. Video calls were a little bit better, but regular phone calls, it was like cutting in and out, man. So phone call performance, no good. Speech dictation, email dictation, and dictation via voice commands, no good. No good. Now, and my Android devices typically do a good job with speech dictation, dictating emails, dictating text messages, things of that nature. But the mics on these headphones was so bad, I was getting the same kind of dictation performance that I would see on my iOS device on all of my Android devices. And let's not even talk about my Windows devices. So the overall microphone performance on these headphones, in my opinion, definitely needs some improvements. I can't even call it okay. It needs work. It needs work. Okay? But it gets even worse. Okay? It gets even worse. But let's continue on with this review. Let's keep going now. Up next now, let me take you guys and gals through the overall steps to pair these headphones to your device. Now, these steps are pretty much universal, so they'll work on Windows, they'll work on Android, they'll work on iOS, they'll work on Linux. They'll just look a little bit different depending on the OS that you're trying to connect the headphones up to. So, Windows is going to look different than Android. Android is going to look a little bit different than iOS. iOS is going to look a little bit different than Linux, so on and so forth. But you follow these steps and you should be good to go. Alright? Now, I'm only going to demo this on one device because the dual pairing functionality does not work. I've tried it. I've tried it multiple times. It does not work. Really disappointed. Okay? But I'm going to be demoing this on an Android device here today. The steps are going to be completely the same on iOS. They're just going to look a little bit different. Now, let's prep our device. So the first thing we want to do is wake up our device and unlock it with our fingerprint. Okay, right there. Then you want to swipe down on your home screen twice to bring up your quick toggles. 1, 2. There goes our quick toggles right there. Then you want to tap on the Bluetooth quick toggle one time to turn it on. You can see mine is already on. Then you press and hold to take you into the Bluetooth subsettings menu right here. Then you're going to tap on this option right here, pair a new Bluetooth device. Bam, and that's going to put your Android device in pairing mode, and it's now scanning for nearby Bluetooth devices. Okay, your device is prepped. Now let's put the headphones into pairing mode. Now, with the headphones, you just want to press and hold on the power button for a few seconds. You're going to get some audible prompts. It's going to say powered on, and then you're going to keep holding, and it's going to go into pairing mode, and then you're going to see a red and blue flashing LED. This is going to be your visual indicator that the headphones are in pairing mode. So let's do it now. Pressing and holding. There you go, and it goes into pairing mode, right? So now the headphones are in pairing mode, all right? And now back on our Android device, you can see the model number for the headphones did indeed pop up. So this is the V8 model of headphones. Okay, so you tap on it. You get your pairing confirmation. You tap pair to confirm the pairing process. And boom. Okay, and it's connected up to your device. And here you can see in the Bluetooth subsettings, you can see your connected device and battery percentage. And then if we go home, if you swipe down on your quick toggles again, you can see your connected device and the battery percentage in your quick toggles for your Android device. Okay, so that is how you connect up these headphones to your device. Again, these steps will work on Android, they'll work on iOS, they'll work on Windows, they'll work on Linux. They'll even work if you want to connect up these headphones to the Bluetooth in your car. Okay? That's how you connect up these headphones to your devices. Now, real quickly, let's go over the Bluetooth earbud button controls and the Bluetooth earbud phone call controls. And this was another area, let me pull some music up here, where I was sadly disappointed. Okay? So this is my workout playlist. Was doing some workouts earlier. But let's pull some music up. Let me turn down the volume. Don't want any copyright infringement there. So the volume is zeroed out. Now, in terms of the Bluetooth earbud button controls, it couldn't get any easier or more straightforward than this, except for there is no way to activate your voice assistant without using your voice commands. You're supposed to be able to triple tap the power button here to activate your voice assistant, but that doesn't actually work. Okay? And then I thought, oh, did they mean triple tapping the play pause button? Well, that doesn't work either, right? So you have the barest of the bare in terms of Bluetooth functionality with these headphones. So what do we have? We have play pause functionality, so you can see music playing. I can pause it, tap on the play pause button once, it pauses, tap on it again, it starts playing. We can do that, no issues there. We have volume up functionality, so single tap on the volume up button, volume goes up, single tap on the volume down button, volume goes down. Got that, okay? We even have next and previous track functionality, so press and hold on the volume up, takes us to the next track, press and hold, takes us to the next track, and press and hold on the volume down, takes us to the previous track or restarts the track. So pressing and holding, restart, press and hold, previous track, pressing and holding, previous track. So we have that basic functionality, but we don't have voice assistant activation like the user manual says we should have. We just don't have it. So the only way you can use your voice assistant is by using your voice assistant activation phrase. Okay? On iOS, y'all know what it is. On Android, y'all know what it is. Okay? I'm not going to say it. I don't want to trigger people's stuff. But this was another area where I was really disappointed because it was advertised and it was in the user manual, but it does not work. What is going on here? What's going on here? And then we do have basic phone call controls as well. I'll throw those up on the screen in post. That is pretty much as straightforward as it can get. So you got answer and end with a single tap on your play pause button here. That will answer and end your phone call. Press and hold will do your reject, okay? And then your redial. Couldn't get any more easier than that, okay? Again, I'll throw those up on the screen for y'all to check out in post. Those, thankfully, worked without any issues. All right, guys and gals. So this goes over the pairing steps and the Bluetooth earbud button controls and Bluetooth earbud phone call controls for these headphones. Okay. Now let me disconnect my device and we'll continue on with the rest of this review. Okay. And let me get out of my music so it doesn't start playing by accident. Matter of fact, I can put my device off to the side and let's power off the headphones here. Save that battery. Okay. And let's keep it going now. Let's go. And then matter of fact, let me flip it down. Presentation style. Flip it down. And let's continue on with the rest of this review. So up next now, let's talk about the overall Bluetooth range and the overall Bluetooth strength. Now, This was a category where these headphones did a great job. I easily was able to get a good 75 feet and still be connected to my devices. So this was an area where these headphones really and truly delivered, outlasting the manufacturer's estimates. So the Bluetooth range and strength, in my opinion, is top notch. Okay? Let's keep it moving now. Up next, let's talk about overall durability with these headphones. Now, these headphones do not have a waterproofing rating, and they're actually advertised as being for work or home usage. So although, as I said in the unboxing, there was somebody modeling the headphones in like workout gear, these aren't actually advertised as having a waterproofing rating, so I did not take them to the gym. Okay? But I did use them in extremely heavy regular usage. Okay? Here at my desk where I get a lot of stuff done when I'm not recording or making videos, doing a lot of emails, taking a lot of phone calls, doing a lot of dictation. Yeah. Okay? But in terms of the durability, because I didn't take these on workouts, the durability on these is actually really good. Now, I did fall asleep with the headphones on. Okay? I love me some audiobooks. It's the only way for me to fall asleep when I don't get to hear my favorite people's voices or spend time with my favorite people. Yeah, I'm kind of weird like that. I can't help it. But when I can't do that, nothing like a good audiobook to help me wind down after a long day. So, as much as I said I wasn't going to do that, I can't sleep otherwise, okay? There's only two things that really help me go to sleep, and a good audiobook is one of them, okay? So, as much as I was trying not to use these during sleep, couldn't help it. But I'm happy to report that these held up with my awful sleeping without issues. So these pretty much look brand new still, right? And I gotta tell y'all, much like the last headphones that I was looking at, I was super nervous because I didn't want these to break, especially in the swiveling area with my horrible sleeping. But in terms of sleep durability, these headphones are top notch. In terms of droppability, I haven't really tested that because I didn't take these to the gym. But from one aspect of the durability, I could say it's top notch. From that other aspect, I didn't really use it in that style, so I can't speak on that. Okay? But you still want to be extremely careful with these headphones. But if you are like myself and you need to listen to music to help you sleep, or you need to listen to a good audiobook to help you unwind and go to sleep, these should be able to help you to do that, no problem. So the overall durability on these is top notch as well. Okay? You still want to be extremely careful, however. Okay? Let's keep it moving now. Up next now, let's talk about the overall charge times and the overall battery life of these headphones. Oh, guys, gals, this was another area where these headphones, you guessed it, fell short. Now, the manufacturer estimated that these headphones should get you anywhere from 100 hours on a single charge to 65 hours on a single charge, depending on what you're doing and depending on what volume level you keep the headphones at. Right? Throw that up in post. Those are the manufacturer's estimates. Right. Now, for reference, I use these headphones at 35% volume and 50% volume. And these are my results. Let's talk about it. Now, the manufacturer did not specify any charging stats, so I had to eyeball these bad boys right here, and we're going to talk about that whole kettle of beans when we get to it. But talking about the overall battery life, let's start there first. I could not get more than just under 60 hours of usage out of these headphones. And keep in mind, that's only with regular heavy usage. So I wasn't taking them to the gym, and I was only using them in and around my house, in my office here, and then when I go to sleep. So that means that they had better battery life than my usual testing because I was only using them for specific purposes. And I could not, for the life of me, get more than 60 hours of battery life. Okay, I think I was actually averaging between 46 and 52 if I average out my battery life. Yeah, about 52 was my average. Okay, and that was well short of the minimum 65 hours that these headphones were advertising. And that was basically miles away from the 100 hours that these headphones were advertising. So the battery life on these headphones definitely needs some improvements. Now, some of y'all may say, but 46 hours, 52 hours, that's pretty good. That's true. That's pretty good. But when your actual usage falls short of the manufacturer's estimates, that's pretty bad. When you as a manufacturer make an estimate, your customers need to be able to at least hit your bare minimum estimate comfortably. Now, I understand that everybody's usage is different. The way manufacturers test these products is different. We don't know their controlled environment. We don't know the volumes that they test these things at. But when you make an estimate, manufacturers, your customers need to at least be able to hit your minimum estimate. So the battery life on these is actually, it's okay to good. And that's strictly because I could not hit the manufacturer's estimates of at least 65 hours or better. Okay? Now I understand, I'm a heavy user. Okay? Everybody's results may vary. This is just with my style of heavy usage, which was, again, a little bit lighter than usual because I was using these headphones for specific things. Okay? So if I would have taken out any of my other headphones and used them the exact same way that I used these headphones, they would get way better battery life than what they got for those videos. So even with that handicap, okay, they still didn't hit the manufacturer's estimates. The battery life here definitely needs some improvements. Oh boy. Oh boy. Moving on now, let's talk about the charge times. Oh, the charge times. Now, the manufacturer did not give me any charge time estimates. There were no charge time estimates in the user manual, no charge time estimates in the advertising information, nothing. And I can see why. Because these headphones take an ungodly long time to reach a full charge. I was averaging 4.5 hours for these headphones to reach a full charge. My longest charge was just over 5 hours to reach a full charge. And guys and gals, I have fast chargers plugged in everywhere. The last time I had to wait on anything physically plugged in to charge up in 5 hours or less, what was that, 2015? 2012? I don't even remember. So for these headphones to take 4.5 to 5 hours to reach a full charge, and I'm using fast charging, what's really going on here? What's going on here? Damn. What's going on? So the charge times of these headphones, in my opinion, definitely need some improvements. Okay? 4.5 to 5 hours? No. No, 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 no. No. The highest you can go for charge times, the absolute highest, 2.5 hours. Anything over 2.5 hours, taking too long. Ideally, we would want to be charged up in about 45 minutes to an hour. Okay? But don't exceed 2.5 hours. Okay? Especially for some Bluetooth headphones. What are we doing? No, that charge time definitely needs some improvements. Now, granted, I know it does have a big 600 milliamp hour battery, but come on, man. Come on. No. So that goes over the charge times. That goes over the battery life. Let's move on now. We're almost done, guys and gals. This is painful. If this review is painful for you, I understand, because it was painful for me putting it through the review process. It was even more painful sitting down and really gathering up my thoughts in a respectful manner to write up a written review on these. That's how bad my experience was with these headphones. But let's move on. Let's go. So up next now, I want to just briefly summarize the positives and the negatives of these headphones. Okay? Then I'm going to talk about the overall pricing and availability. Then I'm going to give my overall final thoughts and make a recommendation. So if you watch no other categories from this review, as long as you watch the next two categories, you should get a really good general idea of how I feel about these headphones. Okay? Now, another thing I want to point out is I am not perfect and I never claim to be. So if you guys and gals pick up these headphones and you experience a positive and or a negative that I did not mention in this video, please leave your feedback down below in the comments. Only through providing our feedback can we get improvements on products that we spend our hard-earned money on. Okay? And I am not perfect and I never claim to be, so that's why I use that disclaimer. I'm going to have all my positives and negatives thrown up in the video in post, so please feel free to pause the video wherever you see the list that you're interested in if you'd like to take your time and read a little more. Okay? With that being said, quick disclaimer, let's get into these positives and negatives. Now, talking about the positives, right? There were really only a handful. Okay? The overall comfort level of these headphones is top-notch. The overall Bluetooth range and strength of these headphones is top-notch. Okay? And essentially, that was pretty much it. That's it. Oh, and the overall durability of these headphones was top-notch as well. Okay? That goes over all the positives with these headphones. Let's dive into this laundry list of negatives now. Let's go. So as I said before, in my opinion, I'm not a fan of this style of design. In particular, the headphones that fold and the headphones that swivel. It's just another breakage point for when you drop the headphones. Okay? It just is what it is. Okay? So that's the first negative right there. The build quality and design needs to be improved. The core feature set. Please, manufacturers, this is the second time this has happened to me in a long time. Do not advertise core features that your product does not actually have or deliver. Okay? Stop doing that. Stop doing that. When you advertise core features that your product does not deliver, you're setting yourself up for failure. If your product does not have a feature, then it doesn't have that feature. It is what it is. You just need to excel in another area. But don't advertise a feature that your product does not have. So, the core features category definitely needs to be improved, and you should only advertise certain features that your product can actually deliver. Okay? Next, the microphone performance on these headphones definitely needs to be improved. Okay? The overall charge times and battery life of these headphones definitely does need to be improved. Okay? Okay. The overall sound quality, volume, and bass of these headphones really needs to be improved. Okay? Especially the sound quality, especially the volume. Okay? Products, especially headphones, and I hate to be honest like this, but y'all know I keep it straight 100 around here. A lot of products these days, they get away with not delivering the best bass, but you can get around that as long as your product has really good sound quality and really good volume. A lot of customers can be like, okay, the bass isn't the best, but it delivers on those other two categories, so I'll let it slide. I'm not one of those customers. Okay? So those three categories definitely need some improvement. Okay? And that, guys and gals, summarizes the negatives. And if you see where I'm going with this review, you know what I'm about to say. But let's move on to the final part of this review. Let's talk pricing. Let me get into sharing my final thoughts and make recommendations. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I do have to let everyone know this. This was another product that came into the channel free of charge, thanks in large part to the Amazon Vine program. What does that mean? That means that these came to the channel free of charge, and all I had to do was use them and write up a full written review to be published on Amazon, and then these headphones are mine to keep. Okay? That being said, I've already done that. It was very painful to do that, but I did it. Okay? So if you guys and gals saw this written review go up on Amazon, then you should have known my video coverage was coming. That being said, I did do my due diligence and scour the internet. I need to take some time off because I've been spending way too much time in front of my phone, my tablet, and my computer looking up pricing and availability. I need to take some time off. Badly. But I did do my due diligence and I scoured the internet and I found these headphones. Okay? Available for as low as $28. $28. Okay? Now, that being said, at that price, can I recommend that you guys and gals pick up these headphones? Nope. I cannot. Sure, you might be saying to yourself, but E, that price is really good. I'm all for getting a good deal on something, but the overall package has to deliver. You can't just say, oh, it was only such and such, so it's okay if it turned out to be really bad. No. If you're going to be a good price, you need to at least be able to deliver a solid core experience. And sadly, these headphones do not deliver that experience. So can I recommend that you guys and gals go out there and pick up these headphones if you're in the market for inexpensive Bluetooth headphones? No, I cannot. There's actually a pair of headphones that I did do videos on recently that did offer a really good experience at a very affordable price point. The T-Funs, the T-Fun N50 truly wireless Bluetooth headphones. That delivered everything these headphones said they would deliver at a little bit more expensive price, but it did deliver those features. Okay, so that's coming in at roughly about $50. Now that does go on sale, and it brings that price down to about $30. So a couple dollars more expensive than this one, but again, that pair of headphones delivers on everything that it says it's going to deliver on. for the most part. So can I recommend that you guys and gals go out there and pick up these headphones? Oh no. But I can recommend that you guys and gals go out there and pick up those headphones. I'll link up my video coverage of those headphones down below in the description of this video. And I'll also link up the purchasing links for these headphones if you guys and gals still want to take your chance and pick these headphones up and see how they perform. Who knows? I may have just gotten a bad batch. I don't know. All I can do is review what's in front of me and give my honest opinions. So I may have gotten a bad batch of headphones. It is what it is. I can just share my experience and give y'all my opinions on what's in front of me. This is what came. This is what I had to deal with. This is what I'm giving y'all my opinions on. But if y'all still want to go ahead and pick up these headphones, maybe you'll have a better experience. I'll leave the purchasing links for these headphones down below in the video description. And as the name implies, those will be affiliated links. So if you guys and gals make your purchase using those affiliated links, I do get a small percentage of commission that I do put back into the channel, and that's at no additional cost to you guys and gals. So I consider those affiliated links a win-win for everyone in my opinion. Okay? Also down below in the video description, I'll have links to all of my extended coverage on these headphones. So the unboxing video, so you can see everything that came with them, the microphone test, the fit and sound demo, so on and so forth. Everything culminates with this full review. Okay? So everything you guys and gals need to know about these headphones will be linked up down below in the video description. That being said, again, if I was unclear or if you got lost and a little bit confused, can I recommend that you guys and gals go out there and pick up these headphones? I'm going to have to say no. No. Okay? That being said, today's video was recorded using the rear-facing camera on the Samsung Galaxy S10e. Today's video was recorded in 1080p at 30 FPS with no external microphone hooked up. And I am using my professional studio lights here today, so please let me know what you think of the overall video quality, as well as what you think of the overall audio quality down below in the comments. As always, all your feedback is greatly appreciated. Okay? That being said, I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I hope everyone found it helpful. If you did, please help your boy out by giving the video a thumbs up. That really does help me out. You don't know how much. Also, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below if you'd like to see more content like this. And make sure you click off the notification bell icon right next to it. And follow me across all the social media platforms. I'll link up all of my social media connects down below in the video description as well. Okay? Hope everyone's having a great day. I hope you guys and gals are staying safe out there. And I will catch everyone in the next video. Have a good one, everybody. We are out of here. Peace. Oh man. 2 bad products back to back. I'm worn out, y'all. I think it's time for another break. Oh man. There is, however, 2 more things I want to cover before I go on break. But I definitely need a break. Man, wow, this was painful. This was very painful. Anyways, I'll catch you guys and gals on the next one. Have a good one, everybody. We're out of here. Peace.